So we got to talk about this confirmation hearing between Elizabeth Warren and Pete Hegseth, who is obviously being nominated for Secretary of Defense. And it's always interesting watching these hearings because you could always tell like who's a Democrat and a Republican just based on the line of questioning. And watching this conversation between with Elizabeth Warren, it's just like. It really shows to me like who Democrats really are, man. There's some really nasty people, and I understand, right? This is you're doing a hearing, so you want to make sure you ask tough questions, right? Because you want to get to know who the person is. But the thing is, you want to at least know what you're talking about. Right, and sometimes when you listen to a lot of these Democrats, they're very adversarial with their line of questioning. Right, they clearly I understand if you wanted to be when it comes to being Secretary of Defense, you want to make sure you want to understand how this person is going to perform. What are their goals? Like, what are they trying to do? But they get so personal with their line of questioning. It's just like why do you ask that kind of question? Like, what's the point of it, right? Especially when it's been debunked. So why are you bringing that question up? And another thing is they talk about qualifications, right? I think Tim Kaine was there, questioning the qualifications of Pete Hegseth, saying that he's never managed a team or a group of people more than 80 people, right? Where Secretary of Defense could be dealing with a lot more than that, and also dealing with budgets, right? You've never handled a budget more than maybe a couple 100,000 or maybe $1 million, and you're gonna be what makes you think you're qualified to handle this? And the thing is, Pete Hegseth is a veteran, right? He's been in combat, so he understands the intricacies of what people in that certain field are going to be dealing with, right? And you talk about qualification, but you got a bunch of people in government that aren't qualified to do the jobs that they're doing, but yeah, here they are, right, making decisions that have a lot of impact on the lives of millions of Americans. But they talk about qualification, then they will have the nerve to say, oh, he drinks a lot, or he cheated on his wife. But you see all these people in government, they're not choir boys or girls either, right? They've all got skeletons in their closet. So it's just amazing to hear that the way they try to go after him in terms of when it comes to his qualifications, they wanted to make sure that they degrade him and make sure that show the world that he's not qualified. When in reality, we know he's a qualified guy, and he's going to have people around him that's going to help him when it comes to running this, to the Secretary of Defense. So, but in this video, we're going to talk about how Pete Hegseth made Elizabeth Warren look stupid, because clearly she didn't know what she was talking about. So I'm going to just run the tape and then I'll react to it.
Now, Mr. Hegseth, you have written that after they retire, generals should be banned from working for the defense industry for 10 years. You and I agree on the corrosive effects of the revolving door between the Pentagon and defense contractors. It's something I would have liked to talk to you about if you'd come and been willing to visit with me.
Talk to him about what, right? They all kept saying that. It's like, oh, I wish you would have just came and talked to me, because I had so much to talk to you about. For what? You're not going to vote for him. Like, why is he going to waste his time when there's 0% chance that you're going to actually vote for him to become, Secretary of Defense? Like, so what's the point? Like, of course you would like to engage with the other side and, just so you can get an idea, but you're not going to vote for him. There's 0% chance that's going to happen. So why waste his time? So, and when all the things that you're going to bring up are these dumb allegations that have been debunked, there's no point. There's no point wasting time. He's going to make sure he's going to speak with the people that's going to get his votes. You wish it wasn't like that, but that's just the way it is. So, I wouldn't waste my time either.
But the question I have for you on this is, will you put your money where your mouth is and agree that when you leave this job, you will not work for the defense industry for 10 years?
Senator, it's not even a question I've thought about, because it's not
about
one
it right now.
It's not one. My motivation for this job
I understand
has never
that. I
been
just
about
need
what
a
could
yes or no
conceivably
here.
come next.
Time is short. I just need a yes or no.
I would consult with the president about what the policy should be
In
at the Defense
other
Department.
words, you're quite sure that every general who serves should not go directly into the defense industry for 10 years. But you're not willing to make that same pledge?
I'm not a general, Senator.
Boom. Look at her face. Look how stupid she looked. She looked how stupid. You can even hear the laughing in the background, like, yeah, I'm not a general, so I don't have to make that pledge. So why are you even bringing it up? You see that? They don't even know. They don't even understand the question they're asking them. All they care about is gotcha. Like, I want to get you. Like, they want to try to box you in the corner. But clearly she looks stupid with this because he's not a general, so he doesn't have to worry about that. That's not the purpose of this hearing, right? So look at, she clearly, you get her face, she's like, oh damn, she knows she messed up. She knows she clearly messed up, right? She's finding a way to how to get herself out of that ditch. Because you can see, look at that smirk on Hegseth's face. He's like, yeah, like, you clearly don't know what you're talking about. And that's the thing about some of these Democrats, man. Some of the questions is like, yo, what are you doing, man? Like, why? Like, the questions are so dumb sometimes. It's like, why are you asking these questions when you have no idea what you're talking about? And clearly, it's clear the goal is just to be adversarial. Right? It's to make him look bad. It's to discredit him, to make sure people know that, you know what, this is Trump's pick and he's not qualified for the job. When in reverse, she clearly is the person that's not qualified and clearly has no idea what she's talking about. So, yeah.
You'll be the one, let us just be clear, in charge of the generals. So you're saying sauce for the goose, but certainly not sauce for the gander?
I would want to see what the policy of the
Oh,
president
I'll
is.
bet you would.
Like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, see, she like, what are you talking about? Sauce for the goose, but sauce for the gander. What is that? What is that? So, I mean, look at, man, this is the joke, right? This is obviously a joke. I mean, a lot of these Democrats, and it's crazy when you watch these hearings, like, man, there's some just nasty, especially the female senators. They were just nasty, man. They were going after Hegseth. And you know what? Hegseth did a really good job because he stayed calm, he stayed cool and collected. And because he understands, like, this is the game, right? You're gonna be up there. They're gonna go after you. They're gonna attack your character. They're gonna go into your past. And not to say they shouldn't, but it's just like, all right, man, some of these things are just like uncalled for. But you know, this is you know what it is in politics, right? And they're gonna go and do their best to make sure they degrade you or discredit you in any way. But the good thing is, he's going to get confirmed. Right, he's going to get confirmed, whether it's the 50+1 votes he needed. He's got at least that, so he will get confirmed, which is good news. Because you know what? Look, he's qualified, man. He's, like I said, he is a veteran. He's never managed a large squad. A large group, a large organization that he's going to be doing now with the Secretary of Defense. But a lot of these people, have never done these things, right? Most of these people are not qualified. It's just the most important thing is to make sure you got people around you that's going to help you make decisions. Okay, he's a combat veteran. He understands, like I say, he understands what these people on the field are going through, and he has an idea what the agenda is. Especially talking with Trump. Obviously, they have the same goal in mind, and he's going to help push Trump's agenda, and that's the main purpose, right? And he's clearly qualified. I mean, and we'll see, right? We'll see how things go, and I'm confident that he's going to do well. And we want guys like him that's gonna shake things up, okay? Because obviously, as Secretary of Defense, it's an important job. It's a big job, and we want people that are gonna hold people to a good standard. So and based on what I heard in that hearing, he has a lot of good ideas, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes. So those are my thoughts. Interested to hear your thoughts. Make sure you leave a comment down below, hit the like button, share, and if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe. All right, guys, take care. Have a good one. Later.